Beware of a Dogecoin crash. Beware of a Dogecoin crash. All right. Excuse the lawnmower outside. I needed to get this video out, so I couldn't really wait for it to get by. So I actually recorded another video before this, but I thought I just needed to redo it because I didn't focus on the right things here. So here's to taking a little more time, but to get out the right content for you. So here's the problem. What we need to do is not look at Dogecoin, but look at the market leader that is controlling the market right now, and that is Bitcoin, all right? Because at the end of the day, no matter what Dogecoin wants to do, unless we get some crazy announcement, Doge might have a couple fluctuations, but it's going to end up tying itself and latching right back to Bitcoin's price action. This is the problem, and this is what we discussed yesterday, and you probably just caught a glimpse of what I'm about to get into here. So yesterday we saw some really bullish momentum from Bitcoin. That's all fine and great. But what we talked about was to actually confirm a reversal, to confirm that we're not done going down. Because if you look at this from the bigger picture, what you see here is that we had movements up, down, up, down, up, down. Big move up where we looked like we were going to break out, and then a massive move down when we failed that breakout to above 42,000 yet again. What that ended up doing was causing fear in the entire market and causing Bitcoin to really tank here. As you can see, from 42 all the way down to 28. Now, when we got this reversal out of the 28,000 hole or 29,000, everybody was just like, yay, look at this. We're so bullish. Look at us now at 35,000. Here's the problem. 36,000 is an extremely, extremely strong resistance or ceiling. Okay. So us getting up to resistance, it doesn't really mean anything if we can't break through it. As you can see here, most of the trading when we were relatively stable was happening between 35 and 36,000 here. So if we can recover, awesome. But if we can't then recover and break above into that 35, 36 trading channel again and really trade comfortably like between 35 and 37 again, then what just happened doesn't really matter. In fact, you could say that this is 100% a predictable move and doesn't mean anything at all. Because all this could still confirm is that we are still bearish, all things considered. Let me show you the perspective that I'm coming at you from here. So we already know that 29,000 is an extremely weak level. It's only been tested twice, and each time it was tested, it was a really, really bad sign. Once we get to 29,000, what that means is that people aren't looking at 29,000 as an ideal dip buy opportunity zone. When they see 29,000 on Bitcoin, they think, this probably means we're about to crash and go further down into the 20s. Really, we should never be under 31,000. So considering that, what is the level that we should absolutely stop at before we start making people panic? Well, that's going to be the strong support right above that we already have, and that's going to be the 31,000 level on Bitcoin. As you can see, we had touches here in a reversal, touches here in a reversal, and now we're coming back here. We had some support. 31,000 is our absolute lowest level that we ever want to see Bitcoin go to. And even if it does come down to 31,000, we're still in panic. But if it dips under that, you can almost guarantee that we're going into 20,000s Bitcoin. And I think next time that we go into 20,000s, if that does happen again, we're going to fall below the orange line and end up mid 20,000s Bitcoin. It's going to get even worse. So my point here is we never were really in the clear. This was a nice change of pace, and we saw Dogecoin move like 20% yesterday, which was great if you're scalping. But overall, this isn't good because look at this. We had a breakout above where we needed to be on the Bitcoin side. So it got back to the trading channel, hit the all-time high recently. 42,000 is the all-time high of this downtrend consolidation that we've had here. 42,000 is the highest we've really been. And we have not been able to break out of that. If we were able to break above 42,000 Bitcoin, that would confirm that we're in a reversal and we're heading back up. And then you'd really see the market, Dogecoin, Ethereum, all the altcoins start to recover with it. But until that happens, these guys are being held down and they're trapped. They're stuck. So we did make it up to 42 and we failed again. So it didn't mean anything. This is what ended up crashing the market. Once we failed again for like the 9th time. As you can see, we tried so many times before and we failed as well. So this time was kind of like the last straw. Once we did it again, when Bitcoin went down this time, all of the other altcoins took it hard. Dogecoin even fell over 40% within a couple days off of this pullback right here. It was absolutely crazy. And here's my entire point. So we pulled here to the 35,000, little pullback, failed, showed it as resistance, failed, did a little bit of an inverse head and shoulders move here. You'd see it better on a shorter time frame than 2 hours, which I'm on now. Then this started making people think, all right, well, we're recovering. Well, now look at what's happening. Now we're back at the 35,000 level, and now on the underside, we're showing it as strong resistance. This was what we talked about yesterday, because as of yesterday, we were right here. Okay, Webull. All right, there we go. As of yesterday, we were about right here, coming up. And what I said was, this is cool. Now we're trading on top of 33. That's a good sign. But what we really need to see is a break above the little weak 34,000 support. Show that as support first, but then break into the 35 to 37 level and trade sideways in there comfortably, and then also continue showing some signs of bullishness. If we can't get back to that normal trading zone and be comfortable there, then this is just a run up that's going to be followed by a pullback down, and that pullback down can be even further down. So this is not any confirmation that we're clear. And sure enough, what we saw overnight here, a move above 34,000, some attempts at 35, failed it here, tried again, failed it, tried again, held up there, but it was a bull trap, and it ended up completely failing. And now what do we see? Now we see the move down that we were concerned about if we failed 35,000, and it was really completely a bull trap, to be followed by a move down, especially if that move down did not bounce off the key 33,000 level of support. Because if it doesn't hold the 33,000 level, then all you've got is moves down potentially towards the 31,000 level, which we already talked about is the danger zone, and usually will indicate that you're probably going into 20,000s. This is not the area you want to be in, anywhere near or right under 31,000. As of this moment, this is the point. Bitcoin, and this is all tied to Dogecoin, by the way, because Dogecoin is just following this. So I'll flip back to Doge in a moment. But Bitcoin is failing and having trouble at the 33,000 level now. We can see it's been trading on the underside here, showing 33,000 as resistance, tried to break above it, and it failed it again. Now there's a couple more chances here. There's a little bit of trading activity that's been happening at high 32s right in this area. So it is possible that we could recover, break back through, and that this could just be a little bit of a fake move. Overall, though, this is not what you want to be seeing, because considering where we just came from, Bitcoin should not be showing strong signs of weakness underneath of the 33,000 level. Not today. We just came from a bullish move, and we shouldn't be looking that bearish. But as of now, what it looks like is going to happen, and this is just what it looks like. We'll see what actually plays out. But we see all this move and then the fake out move. It looks like we're basically going to see some of this happening here. Once we start breaking really below the 3,500, things get dicey, like I said. So what you need to keep a close eye on today is, does Bitcoin reclaim the top side of 33,000, or does it bounce off of it as resistance and start heading to 31? If it starts heading to 31,000, everyone get your parachutes ready. There is a very, very high chance that it does not hold. Maybe it bounces once, a little dead bounce, maybe towards almost 32. Maybe it bounces once. But then after that, what's probably going to end up happening is you then see the break below. And once you see the break below, it could be absolutely over for the next couple days. So just keep an eye on your chart and absolutely hope that it does not stay on the underside of 33. And if it does, you need to start considering what you want to do with your Dogecoin, because as you can see, Dogecoin was following it up and now it's following it down. Thankfully, Doge has showed some signs of strength here and has gained a couple cents above where it was normally trading. So that's great. But at the end of the day, Dogecoin is going to sell off hard if Bitcoin confirms that the bullish little ideas that people started to get yesterday as we headed back to 30,000, as we head back to 35,000 or 30 cents on Dogecoin, were all fake out moves, and that really we are in fact going back down. What you'll end up seeing is Doge back to mid-teens if we end up falling into the 20,000s again, mid-20,000s on Bitcoin. So be very careful. Consider your position size. Consider where you want to take profit if you're trying to scalp, because I will say overall, based off the way things are looking at this moment, it looks like we are going to go down, not up, but instead down. Of course, I will come back to you with an update and a live stream here very soon so we can talk about this live. So click that subscribe button and go ahead and just be prepared for that next video and that live stream. Also, I'm going to have a link in the description. I'm trying to get you guys' help. Again, I made a video about this the last video. But there's this guy that's about to do some kind of shout out for small channels. Really not necessarily small, but just shouting out channels that seem decent. And so if you could, here, I'll leave a link. It says link good promoters or link good YouTubers that cover Dogecoin. I'm trying to promote their channels. So if you could just tweet and say at 2020 Tech Reviews on this, and that would help me out tremendously. He has 420,000 followers. So if I get a shout out, my subscriber count could go up significantly, and that would only help us, right? And also, most importantly, give him a follow as well after you do that to show support for what he's doing, because I think that's awesome. Again, thank you all for hanging out, and I'll catch you in just a couple minutes in the next video and then in the live stream. Thank you.